Hi guys, welcome back to Rue Morgue TV. I'm Andrea Subissati, executive editor of Rue Morgue magazine, and this is Dante. And we would like to invite you to this year's Frightmare in the Falls, presented by Rue Morgue. Tickets are available now, and we've got a whole bunch of amazing guests lined up, including Doug Bradley, Tom Savini, Adrienne Barbeau, CJ Graham, Tommy Lee Wallace, Steve Dash from Friday the 13th Part 2, Bob Elmore, and many more. So we're really looking forward to that. The Rue crew's all going to be there, and you got to come check it out. In the meantime, please enjoy this content. If you do, consider subscribing, give us a comment and share, and we'll see you next time.
Hey everyone, I'm Last Chance Lance, one of the columnists here at Rue Morgue, and I've got probably the best column in the whole magazine called Last Rites, where I review all of the crappy movies that no one else wants to review. But a side note, I also get asked all the time by staff members, just people on the street, whoever, for my advice. So what we've decided to do here is put together a little advice column so you can send me your questions and I will answer them the best I can. So, without further ado, let's get right to the questions. Question number 1. Dear Last Chance Lance, have you ever come across a movie that is so bad you refuse to review it? From a Last Rites fan. The answer is no. There's never been a movie that I haven't watched completely, and I mean completely. When I get the DVD that has all of the extras, I watch all of the extras. When I started, I had a full head of hair. I was an Adonis. Look at me now. I am a troll, a shadow of my former self, because I will do things like watch the hairstylist comments on a completely crappy movie. I will look at the recipes that the craft people put for their services for the food. Why do I do this? I have no idea, but I do it, and I continue to do it. And I actually do have a reason why. I've never made a movie. I've never had the ability, the funds, the wherewithal, the complete lack of self-respect to make my own movie. So the least I can do for someone who's actually done that, the least that I can do is to watch it. Question number 2. Dear Last Chance Lance, how do you go about picking what movies you review in your column? Is it true that whatever everyone else does not want to review ends up on your desk? Last Rites forever. Well, that would be true that everything ends up on my desk if I had a desk. I don't have a desk here. I have kind of a hole in the ground where everything just gets swept into. So how I choose my movies is basically I'll go into the hole and I'll bring out all of the DVDs and VHS copies of crap, and I'll look for 3 things that have something in common, whether it be type of killers, serial killers, cannibals, guys with a chainsaw. If the title has the word blood in it, I'll look for the amount of blood spilled. If it's something to do with chainsaws, I'll look for the type of chainsaws or the amount of times the chainsaw is used. So I'm really, as you can tell, very scientific about what I do, but that's how I pick my movies. Question number 3. Dear Last Chance Lance, what's the absolute worst movie you've ever reviewed? Signed, Nerd Loves B-Horror. Well, Nerd Loves B-Horror. I get asked this question a lot, actually. The first movie is, without a doubt, Da Hip Hop Witch. Da Hip Hop Witch is a movie from 2000 that was basically done by a guy who was a fan of hip-hop artists, and he wanted to get to know them and get to do their videos, so he managed to hang around the recording studios and thought he would do a found footage movie about a hip-hop witch.
She's coming!
Witch got a big ass. I used to date her.
She had 3 titties. 3 titties.
That's not something you're supposed to be saying.
Bad premise, horribly filmed, horribly acted movie with some of the worst musicians ever, and I just scraped this, Vanilla Ice.
I will fucking have you! You are my destiny!
Vanilla Ice. I just scraped the surface. I'm sure that Eminem, this is like back before he'd become very, popular. He probably would hunt down the guy and kill him and take all of the movies, the copies of this movie, and destroy them as well. But it's as bad as the Hip Hop Witch is, it's tied with another movie called Axum.
I just want to use your phone. I have to use your phone. I just want to use your phone. I just want to use your damn phone. Damn, no phone.
Axum with the apostrophe . It was filmed by a guy named Michael Mifune in 1996. So bad. I mean, there's a Yo Mama contest in the movie.
Your mama's so fat, every time she turn around, she get lost.
There is this horrible dance-off at a university campus in the movie. And get this is an original premise here. A bunch of college kids go off into the woods and start getting killed off by a serial killer. I know, it's hard to believe, but this is what this movie's about. But then you get the added attraction of hear the director yell, cut, and action, and that didn't even get edited out of the movie. So it's bad all around. Together, the two of them, if you want to watch both of those movies, the only thing you can do after it is shoot yourself in the face. Dear Last Chance Lance, my grandma is turning 98 next month, and I'm not sure if she will make it. I love her so much and only have fond memories, but I want to give her a great send-off. Any suggestions are welcome. Girl loves Granny. Well, I mentioned before in one of my columns that I actually have the best grandmother in the world, so your grandmother sucks. If you want to truly give her a great send-off, the best thing you can do is get a big bowl of popcorn, curl up with her in her hospital bed, and put on Kill Granny Kill.
Kill, Granny, kill.
Because nothing says, I love you, Grandma, and I always have, like watching a movie where a sweet old lady decides to hire help and then kill the help and then eat the help. So enjoy. Dear Last Chance Lance, since 1997, I have been collecting horror dolls and toys, autographs, you name it. I have one of the biggest collections of horror memorabilia I've ever seen. Trouble is, I lost my job last month and have come into some hard times. I've had to seriously start liquidating items from my collection. I am starting with the stuff I care less about, the Leprechaun and Scream series, enough said. But even that hurts to let go. I'm not looking for a way out as I have no other option. Just want to vent, I guess. Collector in crisis. Well, thank you for the short novel that you wrote about your toy collection. I too have been in the exact same predicament as you. I have one of the largest collections of horror movies and toys and autographs, and I recently had to renovate my house, and moving back into the house, realized I don't need all of this stuff. But as much as it hurts to let these things go, you have to do it, especially if you ever want to talk to girls. But the least I can do is recommend a movie, or I should say a series of movies, to help you overcome what you're going through. And that would be the Charles Band Full Moon production movies called the Puppet Master series. There is many of them, and there are many dolls that were made, many dolls that were made of them. And if you are a horror collector, you may have some of these dolls. But if you watch those movies and you look at those dolls, you should realize those movies are crap and the dolls all suck. Next question. It's a small novel. Dear Last Chance Lance, I just turned 16 and I'm going to meet my girlfriend's parents soon. She is a Christian girl and I'm a Gothic Satanist, but I really want to impress her parents. I need to know some basics such as how to address them and how to let them know that I'm a good kid, although I don't look like it. I'm afraid that if I make a bad first impression that they will hate me, and I'm almost sure that if they don't like me, it will make the relationship much harder. Any suggestions? Signed, Good Goth. Good Goth. Good God, what are you getting yourself into? You're 16. How to address them? Well, you can never go wrong with the sir or ma'am, But if you just give them the yo fuckers, that will end things really soon. But it will also show that you've got balls. The father might actually admire you. I like the cut of your jib, he might say, and your eyeliner. If you want to impress these parents and show them what kind of guy is going after their daughter, my recommendation to you would be to suggest a movie night. Get everyone together in the family room, get a big bowl of popcorn, and put on the Chris Seaver 2009 classic, you guessed it, Terror at Bloodfart Lake.
Yeah.
Not only will mom and dad be looking at you with a whole kind of different level of respect, we might hear wedding bells in the future. You're welcome. The last question for Last Chance Lance, Last Rites Lance. Lancey, me. Dear Last Chance Lance, I've always wanted to use a Ouija board, but my mom won't allow me. She says it opens doors to the demon world, which I sincerely doubt. To me, it's just a harmless game for a spooky night in. She will have none of it and even threatened to burn my board, which I've now hidden under the bed where she will never look. How can I get her to lighten up? Well, let's face it, the Ouija board isn't just a game. It actually is a way of opening a portal to hell and calling the devils and their demon spawn to help you with all of the little problems that it sounds like you're having in your life. So don't hide the board anymore. Use it around the house. Carry your homework on it. Put your food, your bowl of cereal on it as well. Use the planchette as a barrette in your hair, or put it around your neck as a necklace. Let her know that the Ouija board is as much as part of you as your training bra and your Doc Marten boots. But as a recommendation to help bring your mother and you close together, I recommend a series of movies, the Witchboard movies. And one of the main reasons why I'm going to do this is your mom will definitely know the main actress in the first movie, Tawny Kitaen. We all know who Tawny Kitaen is. And when I say we, I mean older white single males that loved Whitesnake back in the days, because Tawny Kitaen was the model in the bathing suit that would lounge over the Corvettes.
Here I go again on my own.
Suds on her. Anyway, you guys, it's going to bring you guys closer together. There's 3 of them: Witchboard, Witchboard 2, and you guessed it, Witchboard 3. So you're welcome for that. Say hi to your mom. So there you have it. I'm Last Chance Lance, and this has been Dear Last Chance Lance. I hope to hear from you soon. Please ask your questions in the comments below, and I'll try to get to them for the next episode. Bye. Hi, I'm Last Chance Lance. I'm extraordinary to be good to you.
Wow.